When I read Malala's diaries for the first time, it was quite obvious that she had something to say. Her language was very simple, which made her narrative even more powerful. And of course, at that time, she was only 12 years old, so she had the innocence of a child, but still, she was very, very passionate and committed to education. And it was amazing the way she talked about her own fears and those of her friends.
I had a terrible dream yesterday with military helicopters and the Taliban. I have had such dreams since the launch of the military operation in Swat. My mother made me breakfast and I went off to school. I was afraid going to school because the Taliban had issued an edict banning all girls from attending schools. On my way from school to home, I heard a man saying, "I will kill you." I hastened my pace, and after a while I looked back if the man was still coming behind me. But to my utter relief, he was talking on his mobile and must have been threatening someone else over the phone.
Of course, we kept Malala's identity secret in order to protect her, because everything that we put up on the BBC Urdu page is often immediately picked up by the local media. And there was a particular interest in her diaries because she was the only voice coming out of Swat, and there was no other way of finding out what was going on in the valley. Then once the government had pushed Taliban out of Swat, Malala's family decided to go public with her identity, and from there on she campaigned publicly for education, and she was quite a well-known figure inside the country by the time she was attacked. Oh, I still remember that day when I walked into the section. The news had come in by that time and everybody was very quiet. I could see the sense of shock. It was almost a kind of a sense of despair that I saw in the office, and that was actually a history-making moment because that was the time when she became known all over the world. Well, I think as a person, she's an exceptionally brave person, but she's not just a person. She is a symbol. She's a symbol of hope for tens of millions of girls in Pakistan who are as committed to education as Malala is, but they fear for their future because of a lack of opportunity at times, because of the inherent conservatism of the Pakistani society. It's these millions of girls that Malala represents, and which is why it's such a proud day for Pakistan, where all those girls that are not known to the world and their number runs into millions, they look at her, they listen to her, and in her they find the hope.